Good day, everybody. This is Royal Eagle and Tie-Dye Mom. Welcome back to the Highly Mental Podcast, and we have some fun stuff to talk to you about. Also, happy Valentine's Day. You won't be hearing this on Valentine's Day, but it was this past weekend. So,
Happy Valentine's Day! Yes, hi, I'm Tie Dyed Mom. Welcome in. We have our little Valentine's Day set up and everything like that. This is basically our Valentine's Day podcast, but it's not on Valentine's Day. But we just, celebrating in spirit. How was your Valentine's Day?
single, so not great.
I got my hubby to cook for me, and I got a rose, and I'm very happy.
I saw my cousin. So,
What a wonderful Valentine's Day with your cousin. Uh, your happily married cousin with how many kids?
no kids. They're not even
No
married yet.
kids?
They're engaged though. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that. I thought you said they were married.
No, they're engaged. You know, they got engaged last year.
Nice. You gotta love engaged people. I mean, I'm engaged, forever engaged.
But I like her. She's a lovely person, and anyone who can handle him is just probably gonna rock star this marriage. So
Anybody who can handle your family, period, or my family, are just rock stars, period. I hope you guys had a happy Valentine's Day, though. I hope you guys have been great, honestly. We have little themes each holiday coming up, whether it's going to be on the holiday or just right after the holiday or right before the holiday. We have little themes going on. So this is our Valentine's Day theme. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. But we have a few things we're going to talk about today. We did do the game Store Wars like we promised we would tell you last week. It is an actual fun game, okay? You get
it was
to
weird.
you get to poop in other people's stores to cause damage. It's hilarious. You can turn off their power, you can vandalize it, you could pick up the poop and throw it at their window and break their window. It's oh my god, it's hilarious. So, think of Supermarket Simulator but with sabotage. And
And you
it's
can
just
arrest a person that sabotaged you and throw them in jail. That
yes,
was a
but there's a
nice
time
getaway.
limit. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. I wanted to test it out. Okay, when we first started it, we were just like, okay, we're just trying to get the mechanics of it. Mechanics are basically the same as Supermarket Simulator. You order the stuff, you stock the stuff, you price the stuff, you check out. You build from there. You can decorate, you can
And
do all
then
that stuff.
Ty got mad because I was winning, so she started sabotaging me hardcore.
I got
And
pissed.
then and then she arrested me because I retaliated by pooping in the middle of her busy store because she took all my customers. I wasn't happy, okay? That's my sales revenue. And then you threw me in jail. Like,
You
bro,
still won though.
that's a whole day's work I missed because I had to go to jail.
You still won though. But when you do arrest people, there is a time limit. I think they give you like a minute to do it, and if you don't do it in that
Yeah.
minute,
You have
but
to it has to say wanted criminal. If that goes away, then you're free, you're clear. You can't get arrested. So,
yeah. So imagine doing this with. So you can have up to 4 people, I believe, right?
I thought it said 16 for real.
Okay. Well, you can have up to at least I know 4 if you were thinking of multiplayer. Um,
I
imagine
think it's
doing all
like
that with
a
4 players.
I think that it can be up to 16 people, but I think it's per team. It's like 4 teams.
Okay. That makes more sense than actually 16 different fucking stores trying to ruin you. That would be
Cuz that's
awful.
cuz that's 4 people a store.
That is
And that'd be
true.
cool. I wish I had 16 friends. I got
I
maybe
don't
3.
yeah, I was about to say I don't think I even have 6. I think I have
We all have
4.
the same friends.
Yeah, 4. Oh, okay. So we're talking about playing. Yeah, we all 4.
We have like 5 people who will play regular games all together. So that means each person has a store, and then one person has to be someone else's partner. That wouldn't be fair.
I feel like it would be boys against the girls because I feel like Shaggy and Lane would purposely be together so one of them can keep fucking with us while the other one runs the store. I think that's why they
Honestly,
made it the
though,
way they do. I think that's why
honestly
they made it the way
though,
they do. Yeah.
I think that they would want to be opposition so they can beat each other out because they're super competitive against each other.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I bet $5 hairs they would work together.
No, I think Shaggy would recruit Kate because Kate is the mistress of chaos and she would be like
No,
delight
she would be
in messing with
no, no,
us.
no, no. She would be running the store and he would be causing the chaos.
She would be happy either way.
It just it'd be just oh my god. If I can get some recorded gameplay on that, I will share it with you all. If I can get them to get
We
this
have to
game,
convince them. Yeah, like
yeah,
that's the hard part.
and stuff like that. But I'm going to
I see
try to
Kate doing it. I can see Kate
I
doing
could
it. I can see Lane
right?
being the problem.
Um, like be the problem to convince.
Because okay,
Well,
so
right now he
if we
can't
get
even do
Shaggy in the
anything
game, if we get Shaggy in the game, he's forced to play because the rules.
because the rules.
Because the rules, he's forced to play it, even if he don't want to play it. He's gonna play it. Um, but Lane, he don't care about the rules.
Yeah. Well, Lane right now can't anyway. He's doing something. Until
Right.
he gets back from that. Uh, but not to get more into it. And I think Kate is pretty busy lately too. That's the problem because she's becoming a doctor and I think she has her
Yeah,
final test coming up. So if we do
it's
have
gonna
any
be
gameplay,
after that.
it'll be after all that. So the recordings might come late and stuff like that. But yeah. I mean,
Like
if you
early
want to see
summer.
yeah, but if you want to see those clips, man, you could just always follow, I'll put links down below. You could always follow my TikToks or my personal YouTube or Royal's TikToks. But I don't think she promotes as much as I do.
I don't have energy.
Exactly. So I'll put the links down below. You know what I mean? I also do funny content on there, which is like stuff with like the
But you can
face
only know
mask.
about you can also only know about this stuff if you like and subscribe this channel.
Yeah, you
So
gotta subscribe. You gotta subscribe so you can know more, so you can get notified. Notified.
turn that bell on so you can hear it
Exactly, exactly. I mean,
or
I don't
something.
think we're that annoying. I
Oh,
think we're
I
the
know we're
perfect
not.
amount of annoying. Oh, fuck off. Okay. So we also had a couple of Reddit stories that we wanted to share with you guys today. What kind of Reddit stories are these?
So I got one regarding streaming drama, which is something
Ooh.
that we don't really talk about. Like if you're a streamer, there's a lot of
Facts.
drama.
Facts. I don't see anybody else. This is something I was discussing with Royal earlier. I said, I don't see Reddit streaming drama. I only see Reddit like wedding drama, relationship drama, all that stuff. I said, we need a place where people can hear reactions about streamers, being judged by streamers. Do you understand? So I think that would be good. I think that's a good little thing. We're going to be doing a lot of streamer drama. And then what was the other one?
Well, I have three altogether. So I have the streamer, I
Okay.
have an Am I the Asshole for Valentine's Day, which you can always
Ooh.
tell whoever's the one writing a post for Valentine's, like, am I the asshole for not being with my wife on Valentine's Day? Yes. Like, I don't even have to read a story. Yes.
I don't know. It depends if it's a really good reason.
It better be a
There's
really good reason.
somebody better be dead.
But, I'm
Or
single,
you
so of
stuck
course
in
I'm gonna
traffic.
I'm single, so of course I'm gonna gravitate towards the negative post, but I do want to leave y'all with some positivity today. So we're also gonna do a wholesome Valentine's Day story.
Oh, I love that. Yay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
So like,
it.
yeah, I'm gonna voice my opinions, but at the same time, I want y'all to have a good day. So here's some happiness, I
All right.
guess.
And I'm just going to forewarn you guys Royal will be the designated reader. I will not be reading. I will be
And
given
I'm going to
the
forewarn you
opinion.
that I have a stutter and I will get frustrated after a minute. So,
I'm not a good reader. So,
all right. So when you want to start, we'll start with
um,
our streaming drama.
uh, yeah, there we go. Let's start with the streaming drama.
All right. Am I the asshole for questioning my marriage after developing a crush on a YouTube personality and nearly taking a California job that could have ended it?
Oh, okay, okay.
So not really like Twitch, but YouTube.
I mean, it's
Okay.
streaming, regardless what platform, okay? TikTok,
Right.
Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Kick, whatever. It's all the same.
I am a man in my 40s. Recently, I started watching Smosh regularly and found myself
Ooh.
developing an attraction to Angela Garitana. It reached the point where I began daydreaming about her. I even had a dream that I moved to California and got a job at Smosh just to meet her. I know how that sounds, but I want to be clear that I would never be a stalker or act inappropriately. At the time, I thought I should probably tell my wife about these feelings, and maybe I still should. What happened next, however, felt almost like fate. My job asked if I would be willing to travel to California to train employees for some position I hold in a southern state, several states away. Accepted because it was a great professional opportunity. The trip was scheduled for 3 weeks later, and I would be staying for a full week. During that 3 week wait, I noticed that the very position I was traveling to train for had been posted as open. That didn't make sense to me. So I contacted the hiring manager. He explained that the person originally supposed to do the training had backed out. He still wanted me to come so I could work with the local staff and upper management. I agreed. That was when it hit me. I might actually have a chance to move to California. They were sending me because I'm the only one of the best at my job. I started thinking about what that could mean. I joked with my wife about moving to California, but realistically, it wasn't something we could do at the time. About a week later, went on the trip. Once I arrived, I realized how much I loved California. I had been there once before, but the city felt different. I began daydreaming about moving there and even taking acting classes. I talked with my wife on the phone about how amazing it would be to live there. She agreed it sounded great, but reminded me that it wasn't realistic for us anytime soon. As
Hmm.
the days passed, my return home got closer. I felt more and more dread. This felt like a real opportunity, and I didn't want to lose it. I filled out the application for the open position and I had everything ready. I stared at the submit button for what felt like hours, running through every possible outcome. Eventually, I realized that even if I got the position, it wouldn't necessarily mean I would have any chance with Angela, and that the downsides outweighed the benefits. I decided not to apply. The position is still open, though. I could theoretically drop everything, take the job, leave my current life behind, but I don't think I could do that, mainly because my family is here. You might be wondering whether I care about my wife. I do love her. At the same time, I sometimes feel like we weren't very compatible. We don't have major problems, but we also don't have the strongest relationship. I find myself waiting for the day she might tell me she doesn't love me anymore. That is why I've considered telling her about my feelings, but I also question that the point would be what the point would be. Sorry. It could damage what we still have, and I don't actually want to leave my family. If Shane somehow reads this on Reddit, reading Reddit stories, that would be amazing. I would like to add that the content of this is coming out of Smosh is amazing. All the cast members work so well together, and I find myself laughing more than I ever have in my life. I don't care if it gets read on the show, as I am here for the judgment on Reddit in general.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
What the fuck did I
Okay.
just read?
I I I agree. I agree. Okay, so this guy wants to leave his wife basically to move
For
to
a
California
fantasy?
for a chance with Angela off of Smosh. You know, some people, if he didn't put that out there and he made that in fruition, if that actually came true, that would be considered a romantic story, right? He saw her, knew right away. type of a thing. You know what I mean? But on
You
the
don't
other
even know he
hand,
exists.
that okay, no, I didn't know my husband existed until I met him. I met him on the internet.
Okay, but what
So
I'm saying is that you're gonna leave your wife for this fantasy of a woman who doesn't know you exist, and and then like talk about it as a passing thing. But it sounds like he was more interested in the job,
you think the job of working around famous people, pretty much?
whatever his
Or
job is.
I just don't understand also the aspect of, yeah, leaving your wife. I don't. I can understand having a dream, but like you already committed to somebody else. You have that commitment. If you're not happy, you should just leave the relationship. I kind of
No,
find it unwell that you try to trick her first off into trying to move to California while having this in mind before even thinking about breaking off the relationship because you weren't happy and you were trying to pursue another person or thinking you can pursue another person. So, yeah, I don't particularly like that aspect. First off, if you're not happy, just leave. Plain and simple. If you tried to work on it, you
yeah,
tried to work on it. I agree, you know what I mean, all that stuff. I just feel like you're selfish. You're just being really selfish at this point. You are overinflating something into your head. There are people on a screen that are there to make you laugh. They're not your personal friends. And I'm not trying to be mean about it, you know what I mean? If you feel like this is something you truly want to do, go for it. I can't say what you can and can't do. I just want you to come back into the reality that your wife will not wait for you. This isn't a pause situation. Go do what you want to do and then come back to your life. If you're going to cut ties, cut ties. You can't do that. You can't play with somebody's feelings, first off, as well. That's my take on it.
man is fighting for his life in the comments.
I would assume. What are some of them
Like,
saying?
well, one Redditor says, "Bro, you're like 20 years older than Angela. It doesn't matter if you can move to California. You still probably never meet her. And even if you did, the chance you have any kind of shot is slim to none. Work on your marriage. Don't move to California for a woman that almost certainly wants nothing to do with you, that you'd probably have to stalk to have any significant chance of actually meeting."
Agreed. I would have to agree with that.
And then he's like, "Well, she's 32. I put 40s not to give my age away. It is less than 11-year difference. I could meet her at one of the live events. I wouldn't stalk her. I said that in my post. I'm not a creep. I guess my post wasn't deep enough."
No, no. See, it is technical stalking because if you're trying to meet her, you are trying to get where she works. You are trying to hunt down any event or anywhere she would be. That is a form of stalking to meet her. An 11-year difference to some people is a big difference. To me, that's a big difference. 11 years, personally.
I mean, for me
Um,
personally too. Like, I mean, and I know, and age doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
it doesn't. I
Um,
mean, just I just wouldn't. I'm
well,
not
it
saying nobody
does,
else
but
should.
after a certain age, it doesn't matter anymore. But
Yeah, the 11-year difference, you have to think, and I hate to tell people that way, like, you are 11 when she was born. Okay? So think of it that way because that's the only way that I think of it as, you know what I mean? Like you were going through puberty when she was born. Like that's just no. Can't. Can't.
and but like the thing that for me is, it's not even that the age difference or whatever, but it is the fact that it doesn't know you exist, bud. And you're
Yeah.
gonna ruin your marriage, your life, everything you've built for the last however long you've been with this woman, to be with a fantasy in your head to a woman who doesn't know you exist, and then you're just gonna show up at live events hoping to bump into her like it's kismet. But you're already doing research on her. You're already trying to like get her to know her on a level where you can kind of slide in, not being yourself, which is deceitful. Okay. I don't care what anyone says. Like, if you were doing research on me and you're trying to act like you think I would want you to act, that's not the real you. I don't give a frig about your what you want me to know. I want to know you. You know,
But yeah, I completely agree. It's just not, no, it's not viable. Dude, work on your marriage at this
go to
point.
therapy.
Yeah. Find out why you have such a is it because maybe you need more comedy in your life? Do you need more spontaneous? Do you need more fun? Like, you know what I mean? Are you trying to create a relationship in your head with something that you want in real life? Then express that to a therapist, express that to your wife. Maybe she can help by, like, oh, let's go to actual comedy shows together. Let's laugh together. You know what I mean? Let's do things together type of a
Right. Like
thing. You know what I mean?
you're sitting there waiting for the day that she's gonna tell you that she doesn't love you anymore. Bro, what are you doing to make her want to love you?
I
Like
it just
it
sounds
doesn't
like
just
yeah, it just doesn't sound like
relationships
she's not
die
doing
because
anything.
effort is lost, okay? I can tell you
Mhm.
this from personal experience. Once you stop putting in the effort on either side, it doesn't matter if it's her effort that's not keeping up or your effort that's not keeping up. You have to realize that it's always going to be work. It is a full time job being in a relationship. You have to make sure that the spark doesn't die, both of you.
Oh yeah, it's
And
it's
if,
definitely a 50-50 partnership. I tend to create problems out of thin air to make us mad at each other and then to
see,
forgive each other.
I don't believe relationships are a 50-50 partnership. I believe it's 100-100, okay?
Oh, I like that. I like that.
And it is okay to have to dip into a lower percentage than the other person because that's how a relationship works. It's a tipping balance. It's never going to be equal all the time. But that's what, that's where the effort comes in. You try to raise your side up to balance them out. Once they are not, like, once they're unbalanced, they have to raise themselves up to balance you out. That's just how it works. You're never going to have a perfect relationship. There's never going to be a day where you're not going to have a fight, or there's going to be financial troubles, or troubles with your children, or troubles with your extended family who have nothing to do with your relationship. It's just, it is a constant battle that you're fighting together. And once you guys start fighting each other, then it becomes a problem. And you need to seek help or realize that this isn't something that you need. That's all I'm saying. If she's been a good wife to you all these years, then show her your effort. Make her want to love you. But if she's been distant and cold and stuff, and that's why you're having this fantasy, then you need to reflect on whether or not you just want this relationship as a general thing. But I'm not a therapist, so. um,
What is the next story on our agenda?
the next story on our agenda. Alright, so this is am I the asshole for choosing to be with my heartbroken sister for Valentine's Day rather than my husband?
Yes. Oh, so is this wait, so this is a wife. A
Mm-hmm.
wife.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh.
figured we'd turn the table a little bit.
Oh, I like that. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I mean, women mess up all the time too, so, like, who
I
knows?
just no, I was just intrigued. I'm intrigued. You don't hear him too often. That's why.
Yeah. So I, 29 female, am the oldest of two siblings, a brother, 28, and a sister who I will call Emma, 21, for the sake of the post. I'm extremely protective towards my siblings due to our childhood, workaholic parents that were never there. When me and my 30 husband met 7 years ago, I explained I am basically their mother, and when they need me, I will drop everything to go to them. Even before I got married, I made him promise me that he accepted my loyalty with my siblings will always come first. Recently, my sister did something stupid, which caused her childhood sweetheart, whom she'd been with since she was 15, to ghost her. Since the 9th of February, she's been staying at our home, and I've been helping her deal with her first heartbreak, which she is taking bad. Think Bella New Moon bad.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Of course, Valentine's Day being so close, it was going to be hard for her. You can imagine my anger when my husband decorated our bedroom and got me an over the top gift basket with extremely expensive makeup, skincare. I don't know, did he make a stupid mistake trying to mean well, or did he set out to prove a point as he's been a bit of a crab towards my sister? That was a weird sentence.
Mm. That sounded weird. So wait a second. Your husband got you this elaborate
Hold on,
gift?
there's more.
Oh my gosh.
He hasn't shown her any pity, nor does he support me treating her like an innocent baby. On Valentine's Day, he called me and said, "Get ready." He was taking me out to surprise me. I honestly was needing a break out. I was glad we weren't fighting anymore. While I was getting ready, my sister entered the room and had a breakdown, which ended in a panic attack. She was still crying in my arms when my husband entered our room dressed in a suit. Just mouthed sorry, and he threw down the roses, screaming, "Fuck it, I can't take this shit anymore." He came back around 3 a.m. and slept on the floor of our bedroom by his own wishes, since he hasn't spoken to me. My brother has told me I was in the right as family comes first, but my friends are on my husband's side. Ooh, uh,
Okay. Okay.
you're the
First off,
asshole. I'm
yeah, no, no.
sorry.
You are the asshole in this situation. Uh, okay. He is your husband. He is now above family at this point. That is a person you decided to marry. You know what I mean? He is now above family. I'm
Uh,
sorry. Your little sister's
Listen,
heartbreak does not compare to your love life. I'm sorry. That's not more important. Mm-mm. Nope.
yes,
Nope.
I agree with you that the relation her breakup is not your husband's problem. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with the fact that your husband is before your family. If it was something significant, like she was in an accident, or God forbid, or like
Okay, well,
it,
emergencies
it ha-
aside, but this
but no,
isn't
but
an
I'm saying like if
emergency.
yeah, if it was an emergency, like something was catastrophically going on, like
Yes.
legitimately, I can understand. And if he had that same reaction, I would be like, "Man, you need a new husband." But he surprised you. Do you know how hard it is to get surprises as a female?
Dude, seriously. I was mad. I was literally not on your side when he did this over elaborate thing, a oversized basket full of expensive makeup and skincare for
Expensive
you.
makeup.
Expensive. I get Dollar Tree shit, people.
I don't get makeup. I'm single.
Like, it's just crazy. And then on top of that, he plans this elaborate day. He had a dozen roses in his hand, dressed up in a suit. Do you know how hard it is to get a
What?
guy to dress
Who?
up besides
He
the
was,
normal like
which
jeans
means he
or a
was taking
t-shirt?
you to a fancy, fancy place if he was in a suit. Come on, girl.
Yeah,
You
there's no pictures on the
fumbled.
menu. Come on.
You fumbled. That sounded like it was gonna be amazing. So no, I
I'm
don't
so
blame him.
jealous.
I'd
I
sleep
don't
on
either.
the floor too.
I
Don't touch
would.
me.
I would. If I was him, honestly, I would be contemplating this marriage. Because if this little thing interrupted such a special day, he feels like, because most guys don't feel like Valentine's Day is worth it. Okay? Okay? They get it out of habit because they don't want you to be pissed. But most guys do not feel like it's worth it. And this guy felt like it was worth it. You, girl, Girl, come on. Seriously.
So it looks like this post was locked down, because this is about 4 years ago. But
Yeah.
yeah, you were the asshole then, and you're still the asshole now. Um, so
You're probably divorced by now. I'm sorry.
so one of the comments was, "You can imagine my anger when my husband decorated our bedroom and got me over the top gift basket with extremely expensive makeup, skincare." No, no, I really cannot. Your husband made a lovely present for you and you are angry. That's absurd. Your sister is a grown woman who can deal with the fact that other people still have happy relationships, or had, because your husband is not going to stick around much longer if you keep doing this shit. You're the asshole.
Called it. Yeah, for real. You are the asshole. Your sister is a grown ass woman. She can handle this. This isn't going to be her
Yeah,
first heartbreak. It's not
I
going to be
mean,
her last
it's
heartbreak. I mean, was it her
I,
first heartbreak?
it was her first heartbreak because she was
Okay.
with her boyfriend since they were 15. But she did
Mhm.
something stupid. That's what you said. That she did something stupid and he ghosted her.
Yeah.
Guess what?
So,
That's not your problem or your husband's problem. It's really not your husband's problem. You want to make it your problem, go for it, but
I
don't
felt
make
like
it
the
everyone else's
relationship
problem.
was probably going sour beforehand, and this was an excuse to like have the attention on her. I don't want to think that conniving, but I will. I will think she's that jealous of probably your relationship as
It
well.
was just it's literally a coincidence. She walked into the room, saw you getting ready for an extravagant date, and then she has a panic attack.
I that's what I'm saying too. Like, you know what I mean? You do not cry that hard. Come on. Like, especially after, and it's been like what, over what, a couple, like a week or two? At that point, you are just at the whole like, okay, I'm just kind of getting over the crying stage. Especially if it wasn't like any, you know what I mean? Like it's time to get out of bed stage. At that point, you have to function as an adult. I give you 2 weeks of utter crying your eyes out, do what you want. But after 2 weeks, all right, come on, get back in the game, get your shit together.
And like, as someone who literally just went through a divorce, um, I know how it feels to lose that person that you've been with for so long you can't imagine yourself with anybody else. It sucks. I'm sorry. I feel for her. Okay, I was in the Bella New Moon bad type of depression for a
Oh no,
long
I
time.
I was there. I was there. Like I said, you can be depressed. That's not a big. That's not something I'm
But
not
I didn't
saying you
make it
shouldn't be.
everyone else's problem. If I couldn't talk
Exactly.
to nobody, I would isolate.
Exactly.
If I needed
I mean,
somebody, I would reach out to Ty or I'd reach out to my other friends and see, like, because I like to spread the misery if that's the case.
I guess that's her case too. But she was spreading it so hard. It's not like she wanted advice. She's literally stopping or she's really hurting your relationship to the point where it's really pissing off your husband at this
Because your
point. You know what I
husband has to,
mean?
like, what? She's living with you guys now?
Yeah, apparently, like I guess she
So,
moved in temporarily.
so now your husband has to give up a portion of his house to a person that, yeah, he might love as a sister. I don't know their relationship. But at the end of the day, it's not his sister. And
I don't think
he,
so. I think she said at some point there that he kind of didn't like her. Like he didn't like like he didn't care about the whole situation. I feel like this is also a way to make a dig at him. You know what I mean?
but
To screw him over.
for me, it's the you can imagine my anger when I came in and saw the bedroom decorated and I had gifts. No, I would have died. I would passed out from, oh my God, I can't
I
believe you did this.
I would have went to
like,
heaven. I really would have. I really would have. I would have went to heaven, honestly.
like
An
man would have been
actual
a happy man at leaving that bedroom like 25 minutes later. like,
I'm just saying, like, he actually had, like, most men, like, I know need help, like when it comes to me, because I guess because I'm low key a control freak, I like to control the situation of what's happening when it's happening. But the man had an actual thought and an ambition to do it by himself, like to
doesn't even have to be
surprise you.
prompted
Yeah, that's it. Prompted. Didn't have to be prompted. It's not taking control. It's being prompted to do something. You know what I mean?
because
That's
like most relationships, and I'm not saying all, because there are some very romantic men out there. There are men out there who look forward to spoiling their significant other on a holiday such as Valentine's Day or even Sweetest Day. I've noticed,
mhm.
which I can never tell what day that is, but
Oh my goodness. I
but yeah,
just
no. So it's
mm.
like I've been with men who I had to prompt to up to the day, like, oh yeah, I wonder what Valentine's Day. What do you want to do for Valentine's Day? What are we gonna do for Valentine's Day? I would have to give at least 20 prompts before the day of for them to remember that it's actually coming up.
Yeah,
You know,
right?
you have a
Right?
man who just like surprised you with a decorated bedroom. That's so sweet.
It
Oh my God,
is.
I would have died. I would have
I
just
would
been
have.
like,
I would
what?
have gushed. I would
I
have
would have
gushed.
cried so hard from happiness, I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. Like,
It's
I'm
just,
so lonely, guys.
honey, honey, everybody needs to be in therapy lately. You need to go to
I
family
am.
therapy. No,
Me?
no, not you, the person.
Oh, I thought we were talking
I
about
already know
me.
your ass in therapy.
Yeah. So when I tell you to go to therapy, I mean it from a good place, okay?
uh, I don't know. I feel like you. I don't feel like everybody. I feel like everybody needs to go to therapy. So it's always just an automatic. You really need to sort. Like I want to say, you need to really sort these problems out. You really need to sort out what is more important in situations: a first breakup or your husband actually trying to be as romantic as possible to make you feel loved. I'm gonna go with the probably the half where I
The
mean everybody
asshole.
would go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the hubby. You know what I mean? No offense. Again, your sister's a grown ass woman. She can take care of herself. You know what I mean? A few days of crying on your shoulders is fine. The rest of the time should
It
be
was
like self
literally
reflecting.
just one day where you would have been away from her.
Just
Yeah, it's a
one.
hard day, but it's one day.
You know what I mean? Like I mean I know if she didn't want to be alone, why didn't she hit up anybody else that maybe other single friends? Why did it have to
Or
be
her
you?
brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like other family. You know what I mean? Why? I
And
guess
I
because
do
it's her only sister,
understand.
and it's her only
I, I
sister.
do I do understand that being the oldest, I am the oldest, and having
I
that protective instinct is real. Okay, so you are told from the time you were very little that you are responsible for the younger. And
That
that,
was the opposite in my house. I'm the younger, and I was responsible for the older.
well, you're
I had a
also a girl.
yeah. That's the thing. If you're a girl, you're screwed regardless. If you're the oldest, you're the oldest. You have to take care of everybody. If you're still the youngest, you still got to take care of everybody.
The
Doesn't matter
oldest
because
is
you're the
supposed to
girl.
protect the youngest one.
Oh fuck.
Um, I was super protective of my younger sister. Like, I've done unspeakable things to protect my younger sister, and so like I get it. But if my sister, may she rest in peace, was still alive today and came to me with this situation, I would look at her and be like, "I'm so sorry, babes. How about we do a pig out night on this night?" But I still got to go with my husband and do this stuff. So like
Exactly.
we'll eat ice cream and watch Gilmore Girls or whatever sad show you want to watch. Like,
Why would Gilmore Girls be sad?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Me neither. So that's why I was like, I don't know.
I heard it was like
I
one of those dramas that you go to when you're having issues, and then you just watch that because your life
I
can't
guess like
possibly
a
be that messed up.
oh yeah, one of those life lesson shows probably, right?
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
mean,
you're the asshole. I'm
I go to
sorry.
comedy whenever I feel sad. I want people to cheer me up. But girl, yeah, honestly, next time yeah, um you better watch it cuz he's going to leave. He's going to leave. If you keep doing this, he's going to leave. And I
And you
really
will
hope
not find another one like
you
that.
guys
That's a
talk it through.
diamond in the rough, my guy. That's a
That
diamond
really
in the
is.
rough.
It really is. You yeah. All right. What is our last story?
I asked out a girl who used to have a crush on me. She ended up crying at work multiple times. Sorry, this is going to be a lot and probably pretty cringe. I used to work in a restaurant. It was right next to a building with like a bowling alley and stuff like laser tag. It was my first job. I worked there for 9 months. I quit due to some issues with management. I met some of the most genuine people there, though. I love all my old coworkers. I left back in August and haven't talked to them much since. Only recently have I been trying to see them again. I decided yesterday to go say hey to whoever was working. I also had hoped to see someone I used to go to school with. They transferred this year, but last year we talked a lot. We didn't have any way to communicate, but she told me that she was going to apply here. One of my favorite coworkers was there. I'll call her Gwen. Gwen was helping another employee at the register. Gwen then looked at me, looked at back at the customer, then looked back at me and started crying. That alone made my day much better. She ran and gave me a hug. We talked for a little bit before I asked if anyone I knew was working. She said, not really, just me, someone else I also worked with, and then introduced me to the new employees. I had her. I had told her I knew one of them. I'll say her name is Emma. So Gwen called Emma over and we talked a little. I didn't want to keep them from work, so I asked if they got off when they got off or had a break. Sorry, this is like a run on type of deal, and I'm trying my hardest to focus. 10 minutes from then. Emma had no idea that when her break was. I said I'd just sit on the bench and wait for Gwen. 14 minutes later, not Gwen, but Emma walked out. I talked to her for a second and asked if she was going to order food. She said, "No, I'm just going down to go to Dairy Queen and get some ice cream." She then left as Gwen came down and sat down. We talked about how we'd been and how work was. Her brother and sister also worked there, and we talked with them for a while. Emma came back and we all talked for a bit. We ended up exchanging contact information. She showed me her story on IG about how she bought herself a rose. I showed her mine where Spotify was mocking me. I have a playlist of 600 songs I put on shuffle this morning. The first song that played was No Love by Eminem.
Jesus.
She just laughed. After a few minutes of this exchange, she went to clock back in. I had explained to Gwen that I used to go to school with her last year. I also proceeded to explain that she used to have a thing for me. I was just too shy to confirm it. Gwen laughed and said she obviously still does. Didn't you see how she talked to you? I then explained how I planned to ask her to be my Valentine until I realized how soon her break was. I wasn't prepared at all. I had planned to at least go buy flowers first. Gwen just laughed as Emma walked past to grab a customer's plates. After gone, she stated that she was going to say that I had something to ask. My response was, "Please don't. That would be so awkward." Before I could finish my sentence, she called for her. I was so embarrassed. Luckily, I had some face paint on. Two red hearts, one on both cheeks. This covered the fact that I was blushing. I then asked her, "Will you be my Valentine?" She cried. She was quick to cover her face with her hat. She said yes in a quiet voice, followed by "thank you," so I gave her a hug. This is so adorable.
Aww.
Gwen just awkwardly watched until her brother reapproached. Gwen started talking to her brother. So me and Emma talked for a moment. It was short notice, but I ended up asking if she wanted to go to a school dance with me tomorrow. She happily said yes, I'd love that. She went back to work, so me and Gwen talked again. I asked if I was blushing, and she said the paint covered it. Gwen asked if I saw her, Gwen asked if I saw her blushing. She just laughed and laughed. We both
Mm.
left a little after. I then went to a store, bought flowers for Emma, and gave them to her. She was still at work. Emma cried
Aw.
again, and so again I gave her a hug. I told her to have a good night, and she got off way after I was asleep. I'm rewriting this part now that I can finally post this. We went to the dance, and it was good. There were school issue threats, so we left. No one was harmed. The police showed up.
Oh, Jesus.
We ended up hanging out at her house until 1 a.m. Her mother got us ice cream and we made cookies. While it was baking, we all played cards. It's been a few days since then, and we're going on a date again next week. Oh my
Aw.
god, my heart!
This is so cute.
I
I
love high
love
school
it.
little relationship stuff. It's
It's
adorable.
so cute. So he made a girl cry like 3 times at work because he wanted her to be his Valentine. That's
He
so
even
sweet.
asked. He asked if she could be his Valentine, and he was
That
wearing
is the
makeup.
sweetest thing ever. Like ever. I never got
Ah,
asked. Even with my husband, I've never gotten asked to officially be somebody's Valentine without prompt.
Valentine, you
I'm
want to be my
upset.
Valentine?
I will be your Valentine. Will you be my Valentine?
No, I have a date.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, dude, that was literally probably the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
That was
I don't
so cute.
it was adorable. It was adorable. I give you 2 thumbs way up in the air for that one. That
And
was
it's so
sweet. That
nice
was
to
a
leave
little
off with a wholesome story because it just feels so warm
it's
now. It's like a
I
cookie.
just I know, right? I feel so good about life in general. I do. I
Not
feel
all
so good.
assholes out there, guys.
Yeah, right? They're not. Like, well, the last one wasn't an asshole either. She was just an asshole.
Yeah,
We got two good guys in a row here.
they're not as
Oh
good as
my
we
god.
thought.
I I have been lied to. Lied. No, I'm just kidding. My hubby's a great guy. Uh
Yeah, he's a great guy.
so what's your thoughts? What is your opinions on the three stories that we read today? I mean, it was just cute and they were funny, and I hope we can give you an honest reaction to the best of our ability and all that stuff.
But yeah, so we've learned some things today. One, don't break up your family for a dream.
Yeah.
Two, being there for your family is not a problem unless interacting with it's infecting your relationship. You're gonna gotta
Yeah.
figure out that. And three, ask someone to be their Valentine.
Make somebody's day. Absolutely.
A single
That
rose
was
can
just
make a
good.
smile for every person, man or female. Give a guy a flower and watch him fluster so fast. It's fun.
You know, fun fact, and I just got told this morning, men don't receive their very first set of flowers until their funeral.
That's why did we have to end on a depressing note? Get your
It's
man a
not
flower.
just get your man a flower. Get your man a flower.
Buy it at 7-Eleven. Pluck it from a cemetery. I don't care where you get it from. Just get it.
Go get him like those wooden flowers from fucking Lowe's or Home Depot if he likes like carpentry and shit. That would probably impress him. If anything. Oh my goodness. Yes. Pop-up notice though. I do want to end by saying there is some good news out there as well. Roadside research is now
Research.
available, and we're excited to play it. We're actually going to play it hopefully soon, and then we'll give you our reaction on that game that's coming out. I figured we'll start with telling you how our last game went, and we'll end with telling you what's the next game we're going to hopefully all play together. And I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for being here,
Yep.
Royal.
Fly high, everybody.
Thank you for coming to the Highly Mental Podcast. Bye.
Bye.